beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your personal details and I'll never ask you for credit card details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay, let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Sagittarians. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, so this is your February 2022 reading. Now currently Mercury is in retrograde whilst I'm doing this reading. I've already done a reading for your sign and uploaded it to YouTube, but somehow gremlins got in the system and have deleted that very reading. So obviously it's a reading I was meant to do, but some of you maybe did not hear it, but it has been deleted, which is so very, very strange. Okay, so here I am doing another reading for you because, you know, as I process the readings, I do delete them also as soon as they are uploaded on YouTube. So I do apologize, but obviously I'm going to go again and see what comes up for you. But the same rules apply because on the 1st of February, the new moon actually is in your 3rd house of communication, learning, putting yourself on a sort of journey of discovery. Also, some of you may actually be wanting to study for some new skills there. Travel is also starred for you, quick trips. Now, the full moon will be in Leo on the 16th of February, and that activates your 9th house of spirituality, learning. So there's a little bit more learning there, journey of discovery, but also it is about the spiritual sort of questions, the understanding of life. So you may be very philosophical at the end of the month and thinking about your higher purpose. Now, the cards that are popping out for you in terms of the things that you'll be sort of embodying as we move through February in particular. We've got moon, so that is looking at your shadow side, your soul. So it's again looking about your soul path as well, and it is about focusing on your sort of inner needs, as it were. Also, I feel like with that moon energy, you are really addressing your fears or any frustrations or confusion, and you're illuminating them, you're analyzing them, you're really looking at them to process them and shed any illusions that you may have sort of encountered along your path. Now, when you get a card like this, this does mean that there are great opportunities that lie hidden in the shadows. So I feel like you're going to uncover them, analyze them, and sort of go after them. So I do feel like there's a positive shift of energy here for you. We've got Chiron, healing. It's number 8 there. Number 8 is the self. So that's you, you know, really looking inwards. That's why it really connects to your both houses that are activated in February, the 3rd house of learning, because you're learning a little bit more about yourself, but also that 9th house bringing understanding of your soul path. So I do feel like any past situations that's caused you distress or trauma, I feel like you are processing them and you're really doing the work. Okay, now that does sound like it's a very difficult sort of energy to be in February. There is a lot more positive energy coming your way, but I feel like you are being in that philosophical state. We've also got that Virgo energy of I analyze, and it's number 18, which is actually the moon energy as well. It's number 18 in the major arcanas. So I feel like you're bringing voluntarily things to light. You know, you're sort of really looking at things that you like in your life and changing the things that you don't. Okay, so that's at a grassroots level. Let's see your overall faded energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Now, when I first did your reading, I mean, you've got the Virgo energy there of taking a temporary time out to really sort of reflect. This is, this is almost like philosopher energy. So I will come to this card in a moment. But in your last reading that I did for you that somehow got deleted by YouTube or something, so there may have been some sort of as I said, a gremlin in the system there. It was really sort of centered around study. Okay, thank you so much. Studying the bigger things in life. Look at that empowerment. Beautiful. You're ending on a magician card. So thoughts really becoming things and empowering yourself to change a situation that maybe you felt a little bit stuck with. Now, this is just your overall energy. I'm going to go into a Celtic cross in a moment to go deeper and see what is coming towards you. But your protagonist energy is the hermit. So you may feel like a bit of a homebody over the next couple of weeks. Now, the hermit basically goes into his or her cave when they feel a little bit overwhelmed in life or a little bit jaded. So you may have lost hope in a situation and trying to find the light again. This card tends to mean temporary time out. So you may go off grid for a little bit, or you may have felt like you're gravitating towards getting into your socks, cozying up on the sofa and sort of really like doing life from the armchair, as it were. But I feel like it's a temporary energy because I do see you getting out of that energy and sort of embracing getting into nature and things like that as well. Now, if you're in a solitary energy and you're looking for love in February, of course, because February tends to sort of be attributed to the month of love because we got Valentine's Day there. But that is, of course, a very commercialized day. So some of us tend to put a lot of pressure on that day, and we really sort of become a little bit philosophical, especially if we do not have a counterpart, for example. But I feel like you are, if you're looking for love, I feel like you are having the courage to come out of a comfort zone and recognize that you are all that and a packet of fries. You really bring a lot to the table, and you are having the confidence to sort of get yourself out there and be noticed. Now, Sag, you find it very difficult to, whenever you get out there and you're having a wonderful adventure, you're not focused on sort of attracting other people. You're actually just enjoying yourself. That is the perfect energy to be in, because whenever we search for something with such an obsession, we never really find it. It's only when we take our foot off the pedal and sort of go, okay, this is what I wanted, but you know what, I'm going to trust in divine order, then it comes to you. They always say a watch pot never boils. That's true of life also. So I feel like you've endured quite a difficult journey recently. You may have felt a little bit alone, may have even disconnected yourself, gone off radar from friends, etc., because there's an inward energy here. Now I feel like you're reflecting, you're trying to find your inward truth. Again, this philosophical energy, knowing yourself a little bit more. I feel like you're calm and reflective, but you don't want to be distracted by things that really don't have any place in your world. When you've got the hermit and you can see the bear represents endurance, strength, finding stability and in uncertain circumstances. So I feel like you've had to be strong. Some of you may have even felt a lot of responsibility as well recently. And you may be trying to find your passion or your motivation for something because you felt like you lost it, or you lost a bit of hope in some area of your life. You may have felt a little bit, in that withdrawal energy, you may have felt a little bit isolated, okay? But in that time, I feel like you're going to find your purpose again. You're going to reignite your passion for whatever it is that you were passionate about. And if you don't know your soul path, or you feel like you're not on it, I feel like you discover it as we move forward in February. As you can see, there's like a lantern there, and there's a big old, it's almost like a big fire in there. So this is about, waiting for the right moment to reignite your passion. And we've got the star there, so I feel like you're having hope. You're finding hope again in a situation. And I feel like you're coming out of a comfort zone. As you can see, the hermit there, the sun, there's an outline of it. So I feel like you are finding your happy space. You're finding what really sets your soul on fire and wanting to achieve again. But you may feel like this is something you got to do by yourself, okay? Now, we've got in the resistance position, we've got the Empress card. Now, this resistance position is like you got it in the reverse. It is the antagonist position. So there's moments of self-doubt, a little bit of self-confidence there, but they're giving me an energy here of you feeling a little bit disconnected from yourself. So if you haven't recently felt like yourself, you may be taking yourself off grid just to really reconnect with your center, your spiritual self. Also, this is about your abundance, okay? You've been working really hard towards things, and you may have felt like there's no fruition, or it hasn't come to pass yet. And there may be a moment where you're like, why am I doing all this? What is it for? What is the point? You know, the third house and the ninth house tend to make us feel like that. And because currently we have Mercury in retrograde, things just go all over the place. Like I said, communication goes astray, technology doesn't work, all of those things. That is the planetary alignment. So if you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 4 steps back at the moment, there's a planetary influence that is making it so. So it's not to do with you, but it may make you feel a little bit low vibe or a little bit disconnected, or you may feel like everything you work for is so hard that it's almost like you can't quite achieve what you're setting out to do. Now, as we move through February, as you can see, we've got the Strength card there. So, and you can see the chains are being broken to anything that would get in your way to moving forward. So I do feel like there is a release of energy. Also, I feel like this is the challenge position. So this is what you overcome. As you move through February, you will see the things that you've been working really hard towards start to flourish. There is a natural order with the world, and I feel like you reconnect with your center. You may also reconnect to a diet that you may have lapsed on, or an exercise regime or routine that you may have sort of lapsed on. This is about putting yourself first, recognizing that you are full of potential. Sometimes you doubt that potential, my beautiful Sagittarians, but they want you to be aware that there are infinite possibilities available to you to manifest for your highest good. You have to believe in yourself. When you believe, you achieve and receive, okay? If you do not believe in yourself, no one else is going to. We have to believe from ourselves first, okay? Now, if you believe that you cannot do something, you are right, because you lose the motivation, the drive, and the intention to do so. But if you believe that you can do something, you are also right, and you will find that motivation again. You will find yourself overcoming any challenge to really go after something that you truly desire, but also deserve, okay? So I do feel like there's a lot of abundance coming towards you. But I mean, the Empress is governed by the planet Venus, and Venus is in retrograde right until the 29th of January, which is today. Okay, so from tomorrow, you'll feel, more in love with yourself again. You feel more open to receiving goodness and abundance, but you may have been a bit closed off because Venus has been in retrograde. Also, this is a time where we start, we think back. Venus in retrograde makes us very nostalgic. So we think about the good old days, and we start to get in a bit of a funk, thinking that maybe those good old days are not going to return. That is not the case, okay? Especially since we've been going through a major pandemic. A lot of people are like, will we ever get back to some sort of normal, okay? Of course, in the future, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. It is slow moving, but you will see the shift slowly start to come back in some sort of resemblance of a life you once knew, for example. So I do feel like there is a positive energy, but you may have been feeling the planetary heaviness recently. Now, the outcome position is the Strength card, courage to break chains. This is also about having that inner calm and sort of patience, overcoming any obstacles, and recognizing that the true power comes from within. And I feel like you're starting to, know how capable you are in difficult circumstances. We've all had to learn how to do things new in the last couple of years. And I feel like you're finding that strength, you're overcoming obstacles. And I feel like you are almost finding balance. And it's almost like this inner roar, as you can see, breaking the chains. It's actually number 11. Now, normally the Strength card is number 8, the number of self. But it's number 11 in this particular deck, which is the Ex Animo Tarot deck by BORDERLESS. And it's about your soul path. So if you've been struggling with the path that you're on, or wondering if you're on the right path, I feel like there's a lot of signs in February pointing you in the right direction, and suggesting that actually you are on the right path. The only thing that was truly holding you back are moments of self-doubt. Now, don't get me wrong, my beautiful Sagittarians, we all have moments of self-doubt. I've got a little bit of energy joining from Spirit there, I hope you can see. Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone. They show me an image of, like, it looks like crackers and jam, or Jello, whatever you want to call it. crackers. It's like some sort of crackers, and it's got something sweet on the top. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. That message is not going to resonate for everyone, and I'm not really sure how to spiritually decode it. I mean, crackers, they're quite dry, but they can be good for you. Maybe they're rough. I mean, maybe it's like the sweet, taking the sweet with the rough with the sweet, or something like that in life. I'm not really sure how to decode it. So I'm just, the image is gone. So I've obviously said what I need to say about the image, because when I'm scrying, it stays there unless I say what they want me to say about it, and it's gone now. So if that resonates, great. If it does not, then it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, as their attention may have wavered for a moment. Now we also have the Magician card. The Magician is about your inner strength. It's also about your potential and your accomplishment. So the Magician is about your thoughts. It's ruled by Mercury. Now, of course, Mercury is in retrograde, but towards the end of the month, as I said, right about mid-February, you know, Mercury goes direct again. So things start to get a bit easier in terms of moving forward. So that Magician card energy, I feel like there's going to be some communication that's really positive that comes your way. Your skills, your focus come into the fore, and so does your desire. So this actually reveals, you know, your goals that you can accomplish. And I feel like your confidence brings you towards that achievement. I do feel like this is about you visualizing what you truly desire and taking physical inspired action to achieve and bring those dreams to reality. Okay, it's almost like towards the end of February, nothing's holding you back from achieving your goal. Now this could be a personal goal, it could be a, you know, a public goal. Whatever it is, I feel like you're smashing it totally out of the park, and you are opening yourself up to abundance. You worked hard for this. This is something you did all alone. You may feel there's a lot of responsibility on you, but whatever it is, the Magician sees you having a lot of magic, and I feel like it's almost like Spirit is partnering up with you to achieve something that you truly want to accomplish, but it may require your concentration and without any distractions. So you may have to sort of go off grid a little bit, but it actually allows you to flourish and be successful, okay? Because that Emperor's card represents true abundance. Now let me just see what is coming towards you. We've got the Four of Swords. So that's the same energy. Okay, so this is the heart of the matter right now. Four of Swords is a solitary energy, taking some time out. Okay, so whether it is you've burnt yourself out and you're feeling like you need a rest, or you're trying to regroup your energy because you know that you've got to do something on the other side, this is about taking, like, it's almost like suspended energy. I'm just going to get all of your cards first before I read them for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you, whoa, I got to go get that card. One moment, please. Okay, we have the we got the Queen of Pentacles. Loving that. So I see you focusing a lot on your finances and being resourceful with what you got so far. Also, I see you focusing a lot on the home space. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? Now, I did read a lot of comments in the box below saying, did you forget about the Sagittarian reading? And I was like, hell no. And, you know, I have some soul sisters who are Sagittarians, and, you know, I recently saw them, so I was talking to them about the reading. So I'm not really sure what happened with that. But I will definitely, I've written a little message there to YouTube to say, hey, did you have a little bit of a problem there? Or was it just, we got a 9 and a 10 of Wands here. They want me to go one more. Thank you so much. We've got an 8 of Cups, and they want me to go again. 10, 9, 8 we've got here. We've got a 3 of Swords, and one more. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? We got the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. How many? They said 6. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to make sure I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they want one more because they're giving me that your lucky number is 6 in February. 6 is the number of balance, but it's also of harmony. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. King of Pentacles and an Ace of Cups. OMG. I mean, that's 7, but I need to have a look at this. If you have, this is crazy outcome. 10, 9, 8. We got a 3, but we got a 7. Okay. We've got a King and Queen of Pentacles here. So if you are looking for love, or if you are in a committed relationship, you're deepening a commitment here. But we will get to that in a moment. Okay. Let's start from the very beginning. The Four of Swords. This is the heart of the matter for you. Okay. Peace. Going a little bit off grid, but Four of Swords tends to mean healing as well. Meditation, coming back to some sort of spiritual practice, rest and recuperation. I also feel like if you've been in a place of busyness, you've been doing, you may have felt it very burdensome. So I feel you have to take a little step back to get greater clarity. It's time for a break. Basically, Spirit is saying you need to take care of yourself, especially when the Empress is in that position. So it's like if you're feeling that you've lost a piece of yourself recently, or you're feeling a little bit disconnected from who you used to be, my beautiful Sagittarians, it's like take a step back. You may be on the edge of burnout, especially since we've got the 10 and the 9 of Wands there, which are real indicators that you've been struggling with something, you've been working really hard. It's time to just take a bit of a rest, okay? Now, the heart of the matter is the Prince of Cups. So you may feel that some of you are like, I mean, this is the challenge position. You may feel like the challenge is an offer of love. Some of you may be looking for love and be like, Baba, there's nobody in my vicinity. I'm not really sure, if I'm ever going to find a partner, for example. I do feel like there is a potential to meet somebody who's on the same wavelength as you at the end of February, just to let you know. But in terms of the challenge here, the Prince of Cups at the grassroots is about being open-hearted and being playful. And you may have felt like a little bit disconnected from playful spirit that you used to be, or that you feel, you may be feeling bogged down with the time period that we're living in. Also, the Prince of Cups, which is the equivalent is the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is about what you have to offer. So sometimes I feel like you offer so much of yourself that you leave yourself completely exhausted and forgetting about time for yourself. Okay, so just be mindful of that. The Prince of Cups, now there could have been a situation in the past that was like someone had unrealistic expectations of you. You may have even broken up from someone in the past and it was a very immature energy. It left a bitter taste in your mouth, and you may be still healing from that situation. So if you're trying to open yourself up to love, you may be doing a lot of processing of the shadow side, especially as we approach Valentine's Day, because it does bring a lot of triggered energy. They literally showed me the word triggered. Triggered. So this may be a triggered time for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but there may be a traumatic trigger around that date. So I would implement some sort of self-care, or put yourself out there to find love. And, sometimes we got to get back on the horse. Easier said than done, I know. But I want to call it the Page of Cups, but it is the Prince of Cups in this deck. A beautiful deck there, the Goddess Tarot by KRIS WALDHER. But I feel this is about offers coming on in. Okay, so there may be something that you're trying to achieve, and I feel like you're waiting for an offer to come on in, and it's been exhausting. You feel like it never comes in, whether that's love, whether that's career. I feel like you are sort of aligning yourself with your true heart's desire in terms of your life path. And you may be curious, you may be opening yourself up to study, because pages tend to bring news. I do feel like there's a piece of news coming in your way that is very positive as we move through February. But I feel like this is something you study for, or something that you've been learning about. Okay, this is all about a new adventure, but leading with your heart. Okay, I do feel like adventure awaits. Now, some of you may be thinking about opening yourself up to travel in some way, but you may be looking at certain restrictions around the world, and you may be feeling a little bit like meh or closed off. Clipped your wings is what I feel. I just feel clipped wings in this reading, to be honest. But I feel like you are finding your inner power, and you are elevating. You're moving past that. You have to remember you bring a lot to the table, my beautiful Sagittarians. You have a lot to offer, but they really want you to recognize confidence. I feel after Mercury, goes direct, I feel like you're going to have a real boost of confidence, just to let you know. Now, what is below you? Movement. So I feel like you are manifesting action and success. This is what is below you, okay? So this is what's deep down. It's almost like formulating. What is above you? Queen of Pentacles. So this is about you manifesting financial reward and success. You're moving over any obstacles. You're determined to succeed. And I feel like you're very self-assured in your willpower. And I feel like you're going to be very self-sufficient as well in February. I feel there's a lot of money coming on in towards you in February. Also, there could be some sort of creative partnership that brings a lot of finances your way. So if you are in a business partnership, I feel like it will definitely be very successful. But basically the movement card, which is the Chariot card, means victory, means success. There is movement forward. So if you've been feeling really stuck in a rut, stagnant, as I said, around about mid-February, there is action. Okay, even though you may feel a little bit clipped wings, I feel like there is some sort of news that allows you to see possibility and potential as you move through, okay, February. Now, we've got the Prince of Staves, and it's in the past position. Sagittarius, this is your card. This is the Page of Wands. So this is Sagittarius. So you may have felt like all creative and energy is in the past, or you may have even felt like you're looking back at the past you and seeing how much freedom you had, or how active you were, and how excited you were about creating new things. You're still the same beautiful, passionate Sagittarian who can achieve whatever you set out to do. But because we've been living a very difficult couple of years, and the planetary alignments have been crazy, there is change, there is movement forward, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But because you've been feeling that heavy sort of planetary alignment, you may have felt a little bit stuck in a rut, okay? Now, as I mentioned in the yearlies, you know, the last 2 years, the planetary alignment has been quite fierce. But 2022 actually brings a lot more positive energy. We've got Jupiter in Pisces, which is a planet of good luck, expansion, opportunity. That's there until May. So there's some really good opportunities coming. Of course, there's some plot twists. We've got Saturn and we've got Uranus going direct, which brings like crazy surprises, okay? And we've had our fair share of that over the last 2 years. But because we have that aspect of Jupiter being in Pisces, some of those surprises are going to be really good ones. So it's not all doom and gloom. But if you've been feeling a little bit disconnected from yourself, or you feel, you know, there's a longing to look at the past a little bit, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised by what is to come. It will take your mind off the past. Also, if recently you've decided on a creative idea, or you've recently found that motivation, that drive to go and do something, you're going to be moving forward on it very soon. That can also be travel, you know, because this is an energy of exploration. I feel like you're coming out of a comfort zone. You're venturing forward either on a new idea or you're beginning a project. This is you finding your purpose and taking control and stepping into something new. So this is in the recent past. So if you only just felt that energy bubbling, where you're starting to get a little bit excited again, or rediscover yourself, have almost like a revival of spirit, you're going to see a lot more power or empowerment as February moves through. What is above you? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a very stable energy, someone who's very hardworking. That's you, Sag. Even though you're a fire element, you're embodying that earthly element of, you know, having a plan, sticking to that plan, and, you know, being practical about it. Sort of being the gardener who tends to what has already been planted. The Queen of Pentacles is often sort of put side by side with the Empress, because this is about creating abundance, and you're being committed to your goals and your dreams, and you're going to see resources sort of grow from whatever it is you set out to do. This is about opportunity, also finding people who are willing to help you with a goal or a dream. The Queen of Pentacles is often someone who is very resourceful with their money. So you may have been saving for a rainy day. You may have also been thinking of settling down. So for example, if you're in a high-level commitment relationship with somebody at the moment, you may be thinking about partnering up with them, and they may actually surprise you with a marriage proposal. For example, if you're if you're not married, or if you are married to this person, you may renew your vows or deepen your commitment. If you're single and looking for love, this is a prime opportunity towards the end of February to find someone who matches your vibe. And there is a love connection there because we've got an Ace of Cups. So there will be a very romantic sort of spin on it there. It may be a slow moving relationship, but it's a solid one. The Queen of Pentacles also feels bound to the home space. Okay, so if you've been feeling like you're working from home, or your desire is to work from home, I feel like you will find a lot of finances that are made from the home space. I just feel like some of you are thinking about working from home, and I know we've all been going through moments of having to work from home because of lockdowns and various restrictions, but I feel like you are finding either a career path, or you've got a double stream of income, and something that you can do from home actually brings a lot of finances. Okay, some of you may be also doing a bit of DIY around the home space, clearing your space, decluttering, so that you can see what's what. You're getting clarity. Okay, in the near future, we got the Queen of Cups. Now, this could be a friend of yours, because we've got court cards here, 2 queens and a king. So there could be 2 of you, 2 feminine energies, 1 masculine energy. So there could be 3 in total, or this could be members of your soul tribe, or being really supportive. This Queen of Cups is about following your heart. It's about compassion. Most important energy of the Queen of Water is nurturing others. You're always so supportive of them, you forget about yourself. The Queen of Water is about self-love, self-care, and being a healer. Okay, so in the near future, they're indicating a time to take a step back and become comfortable in your own skin, and also have the security of knowing that you are always worthy of love and respect in every situation. Okay, you have a lot to offer. The Queen of Cups, she keeps her cup. She has a lot to offer, and she doesn't give it to everybody. So it's about streamlining your energy and knowing when it's time to shut down and keep some of that energy for you. Okay. Also, I feel like this is about emotional security, compassion for yourself, especially if you're analyzing some difficult emotions and healing from past trauma. It's about honoring your own emotions. Now, I do feel like you have a lot of love for what you do, my beautiful Sagittarian. So this is about putting your heart, your soul into everything that you do, and achieving a lot of success. So for example, this is like you taking some time out, figuring out what it is you want to offer your love, your care, your attention to. There is an offer coming on in, and I feel like it revives you. It makes you feel like the old Sagittarian again. And I feel like you put all your heart, your soul in there, and I feel a lot of money comes from it. But let me just see what this is for you. Let me pull a card on that Queen of Cups. Can you please clarify? Success, victory, a win, being in the spotlight. The 6 of Wands with that victory read there is you being raised up, being recognized for a job well done. It's good news that is coming towards you. So either this is literally a raise in something that you're passionate about. This could be a hobby that you're excited to do, and you stand out from the crowd because you put all your heart and soul into it. And I feel like by you standing out from the crowd, you attract a lot of attention, and it could be romantic attention, or it could be some sort of career attention. But I feel like you're attracting a lot of attention in the month of February. Okay, you just stand out. Also, the 6 of Wands tends to be about standing in the spotlight or being an influencer. So I feel like your heart kind of influences your situation as you elevate and rise. Okay, so really good news coming on in. Now, success looks differently to everybody. Okay, so it depends on what success looks like for you. Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone, for sure. They're showing me like a sock puppet. So I can't imagine that you are listening to this reading and, doing a sock puppet for a child or something, or maybe that's what you make. Maybe you make sock puppets, or maybe you're making one, or maybe it was, you bought one for somebody. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, for me, the energy I'm getting off that image is about playful spirit. Okay, remembering that playful spirit, and also that energy of make-believe. If you think about children, okay, I don't know why they're spinning me off in this area, but they are, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. Also, they're showing me a horseshoe, so we'll come to that in a moment. children, when they're in the playground, and, they're playing with their friends, they like, if they think that they're a horse in that moment, they gallop around the playground like they are a horse. They believe it, okay? If they imagine that they are a fire worker, or work in the fire department in some way, they believe it. They actually believe they are it. If they believe they're Superman or Supergirl, they believe it. They are it, okay? So it is about recognizing that visualizations, imagination, if you believe, you receive. But, you become what you think about. A lot of the readings over the last couple of days there have been giving me this very profound sort of energy about the words that we speak. They need to be spelt. Now, to spell a word is to spell it, right? A spell is to conjure what we want. So we are literally spelling out to the universe with our words about what we want. So our words have to be very careful, because thoughts become things. Words are energy that is put out to the universe, and we attract whatever it is we're thinking about, talking about, all of those things, okay? So just be mindful. Your words are spellings. They're castings into the universe of what you want to achieve. So if you believe you can do something, you can. And if you believe you cannot, you are also right, because that is the energy you're putting out to the universe. So be mindful, okay? Now, they're showing me a horseshoe. So either you can see a horseshoe as you're looking at this reading, or they're showing me one moving. So it's almost like it's upright and then it just slips to the side. It doesn't quite go upside down, but it slips to the side. So either you have a horseshoe that is slightly slipped to the side if you had it hanging, or maybe you've got it hanging slightly on the side. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. It's interesting the way they're giving it to me. Horseshoe is meant to be upright for good luck, because it catches the luck inside. It's almost like you've tilted it so that you can catch a little bit more extra luck because you feel like you need it at the moment. Okay, so perhaps you're praying for something in particular, or fingers crossing something, because they're showing me some fingers crossed. You're hoping for something at the moment. I feel like you're about to catch it, whatever it is for you, okay? So you're going to get it. I feel horseshoes are a signifier. So look out for horseshoes in your day-to-day life. Throughout February, starting from today, throughout February, okay? They're actually bringing you luck. They're a signifier that you're going to get some good news, okay? Now, your advice to yourself in this moment is the Fool card. New beginnings. You want to activate something new in your world. Perhaps you've been feeling a loss of faith recently, or a loss of hope. Maybe you've been feeling confused about your direction, and you want to take a leap of faith, an adventure, okay? The Fool card is about starting over. Also, it's about that playful spirit, wanting to come back to your center, wanting to come back to that youthful, energy. We all start off in the Fool card energy. The major arcanas are like plot points along our journey. We all get to each individual plot point as we move through life and mature. So I feel like it's almost like you want to go back to the start of something. But I feel this is more about having faith that anything is possible and trusting in the divine, because the Fool card, the Fool tends to start the journey with no expectation. Let's just see how it goes. They have a vision of where they would like to end up, but they say to the universe, I trust you to bring me on my path. So I feel like you're taking a leap of faith, going on some sort of new adventurous path, and you're opening yourself up to more excitement because you've been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut recently. Now, the external circumstances, the Four of Staves. And I know that the Four of Staves, when I did your reading, I don't know if you heard that horn go outside as soon as I said Four of Staves, okay? So they're giving it as a signifier. The Four of Staves is the Four of Wands. And when I did your reading before, the one that got deleted, this card was in the, I feel it was in the top position, the potential position. So I feel like there is celebration. This is a celebratory energy. It's interesting, you're getting another four, so that's 2 4s there for you. When you start to see number synchronicity, and you got 18 and the moon, so that's 18, 18, you're starting to build a path for change, okay? The fourth stage literally means celebration, excitement, people coming together. It's almost like a homecoming energy. You may be wanting to reunite with friends. So it's about coming back into society, as it were. If you've been in a solitary energy off grid for a while, you may feel as you move past the 16th, so the 16th is that full moon in Leo, you may feel a pull to really connect to the people that you care about, to see them, people that you haven't seen maybe for years. You may think about them and really want to reconnect with them. Also, they'll be feeling that energy of nostalgia, so they may want to come back towards you as well. Also, the Four of Wands, or the Four of Staves, tends to be about being, it's almost like crossing a finish line. So if you've been working on a new project or you've been working on something, I feel like you accomplish it and celebrate a win there, because this is a winning energy here. As you can see, they're underneath like a gable that is, it's like they're celebrating something. It could be union. I'm going to pull a quick card on there for you to see what it's all about for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Oh my gosh. It's Two of Cups. The external circumstances are ripe for you to have a fated meeting with a partnership. So if you are already in a partnership, it could be that you are, as I said, someone all of a sudden asking you to marry them, or this is halfway to marriage card. So it could be that some of you are going to get a surprise of an engagement ring, or you deepen your commitment with your partner. If you're already married with that person, they want to deepen the connection. Okay, so maybe you and that person decide to relocate to where either you or the person grew up, because I feel like there's a real nostalgia going back home kind of energy to this. So if you're in a single energy and you're looking for love, this is not meant to be a love reading. I will be doing a separate singles love reading for people who are looking for love in February. Also, I'll be doing a twin flame reading and a couples reading if I can fit it in for love. But this is about finding a partner. So the Two of Cups is about partnerships. Okay, so if you are looking for love, there is definitely a sort of partnership available for you to meet in the month of February. And I feel like this could go to a deeper level of commitment of moving in with that person. Okay, in business, this is a business partnership where the person is on the same page as you, and you will both expand and create a lot of opportunity. This is an exciting energy. The Four of Fire, especially when it is connected to work, is a creative partnership, a new creative phase that will be celebrated, bring a lot of harmony, but also a lot of success. These two cards basically mean you're going to be in some really good company in February that makes your heart soar, that makes you feel energized, and it's almost like you're coming back to your center. Okay, so I do feel like there is something to be celebrated in February in particular for you, but there is a potential for a divine union or a divine partnership with somebody who helps you. It's almost like an exchange of gifts. What you bring to the table, it's almost like you get it back and then tenfold. Now, the hope and the fear, we've got power. This is the Emperor card. So this literally means success. Some of you will be wanting to have your own business, be your own boss, be an entrepreneur. I feel like if that's you, you're celebrating a win that brings a lot more money. And there is an offer on the table that helps you follow. It's almost like you're adding something to your bow. It helps you bring in, I feel like it helps you get more attention in your business, okay? I feel like there's a lot of success here, but you're sticking to a plan. So with that Hermit energy, I feel like whatever it is you plan to do, whatever it is you strategize to do, I feel like there's a lot of success that is attached to this. This is about ownership as well, and respect, leadership. I feel like you're a natural born leader, my beautiful Sagittarians. So I do feel like this is like paired with this card, there is a lot of victory and success here for you. The fear here is, I feel like the fear here is dealing with people who are immature or try and get in your way in some way. With this power card, I feel like you're being empowered to move forward. So let me just clarify that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I mean, it is another 4, so that is 3 4s that are very important to you. We've got the three of Swords again. So I'm clarifying the fear part of that card. So the 3 of Swords tends to be about pain or loss. You fear losing out on something that you fought for, something that you... So, I mean, the 3 of Swords is about sadness. It is about... loss in some way, or it could even be about depression, feeling down. And the Seven of Wands is about defending yourself. So it's like you may be defending yourself against loss, or you may be fighting for something that you feel you worked really hard for. And you may feel that, I mean, this is the fear. We all have those fears of losing something, that we have to fight for something. But I feel like, I mean, the outcome position says you're going to get more than what you bargained for or what you were fighting for. So the Seven of Wands also reminds you that you are above the competition. So if you feel like someone could come away and take away your power in a situation, I feel like you are the best at what you do. The Seven of Wands reminds you to persevere. Do not conform. You are capable of going the distance. Don't compromise your morals or whatever is important to you. You know, even if, you know, it's almost like even if you feel like you're going to lose out on something, don't compromise yourself. Trust that things will happen in divine order and that you will live life on your own terms, okay? This is about perseverance and non-conformity. So I do feel like you're empowering yourself. All the cards are positive, but the fear is you would lose everything you work for. Or, I mean, if you're in a relationship right now and you've been going through a difficult period in your relationship, I feel like you overcome the difficulties, and I feel like you recognize, because we've got another divine counterpart here, we've got an Empress and an Emperor, so I feel like you can overcome any issues that you've had with a person that you feel is your divine counterpart. I feel like you can fight for the union, both of you, and you can protect it. And I don't feel like there's any competition. I feel like, you know, this person sort of loves you, for example. If it's a business thing, I feel like you're above any competition, and I feel like whatever you feel did not go your way, it's because you're being pointed in another direction. Now, this is the outcome position for February. We've got the Ten of Wands. That is exhaustion. So they are indicating with the 10 and the 9 of Wands there that you're fighting for something, or you're trying to defend for something. You've been working hard on something and it has been exhausting. Okay, you've been burning the candle away at both ends. Now, be careful of doing that, because I feel you're going to burn yourself out, and nobody's good for anything if you completely burn yourself out, okay? The Ten of Wands does mean, though, that you are making way for new beginnings. So it's actually a very positive card. So I do feel that whilst, I mean, the sun is rising out of that, they're showing that the struggle has been real, but worth it. The Nine of Wands tends to tell you to protect yourself. Okay, and it's almost like create healthy boundaries. So if you feel like you're doing everything and you've got a lot of responsibility, it's okay to reach out to others and say, hey, I need a hand with this. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that you're being clever with your time, you're being shrewd, and you're actually saying, hey, you know, I'll do you a favor and you do me a favor. It's almost like an exchange. People need to remember that we can ask for help sometimes from others as well as from spirit. The Nine of Wands tends to be a wounded warrior energy. Okay, so if someone has hurt you in some way, and if you've been separated from somebody, because right now they're showing me a cup of love. Well, the way that they're showing me is it's like a crystal. Well, it's like a golden chalice, but it's got crystal water inside, and it's got the word love in the center. So they're just showing me a cup of love. So if there's someone here who has upset you or disappointed you in some way, whether it's a soulmate, whether it is a divine counterpart or a family member or someone you work with, I feel like there's an apology on the horizon there, coming to an understanding. The Nine of Wands tends to tell me that something or something, someone or something hurt you. Okay, or that needs healing is what they're giving me, but you're nearly there. You're at the point of, it's like you're on the precipice of something big, okay, and you're releasing all the burden, all the baggage. When we get a Nine of Fire as well, it does tend to ask us to be cautious and take a break in order to reevaluate circumstances. So again, they're showing me that you need to just take a little bit of time out to see the woods for the trees. Now we've also got an Eight of Cups. That tells you that you're on a journey of discovery, and it also tells me that you're walking away from anything or abandoning anything that doesn't bring emotional fulfillment. You're in a withdrawal energy. So you may feel like that hibernation kind of energy because you're so exhausted right now. They are saying take a break. You need to revitalize your spirits, okay? When we're so exhausted, we feel like everything is off. Now, we do have the Three of Swords. So if you've been the sort of person, my beautiful Sagittarians, who has been smiling through the pain or trying to go through day to day, just getting on with things and not acknowledging what you're going through. You know, we all paint a little smile on sometimes and we go through life and just saying everything's fine, when the undercurrent is quite different. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Three of Swords because they are indicating if you do not get the rest you need, you could end up hurting yourself or hurting your health in some way. So just be mindful. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Justice, Ace of Pentacles. So justice is about finding balance, the give and take between work and play, but it's also about finding some solutions. This is about truth as well, equality. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is when you get the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's about stress. It's about your investment in things. So if, for example, you felt like you lost money in a certain area and you've been stressing about it, because right now they're showing me like a product that got bought and has never shown up. So if there was like a dodgy company that took your money for something that you bought, I feel like you will be fairly recompensed. You will get your money back, okay? If there's something here that you felt like you lost out on, fate or karma will bring you, better luck, as it were. I feel like there's a change in your fate, but you need to walk away and not stress about it because it could be a detriment to you. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, this anger, struggle, okay? So they're indicating rebalance, revitalize yourself, let go of the anger attached to this situation. There is a new option. The Four of Cups is, especially in the reverse, is a positive energy. It's like, have a new outlook. There is a new option available to you that is way better than ever before, okay? Whether this is a relationship that a person did not invest in fully, I feel like this person will tell you the truth. They will reach out and you will find some sort of solution if you want to, but releasing anger and fear is important because it's not to help the other person, it's to lighten your own load, okay? So if you think about it, if someone makes you angry, they don't feel the anger, you do. They just push your buttons. You feel the anger. You're sitting there with that rage. It's almost like you drank the poison, expecting them to feel your anger. They can just shut off and be like, whatever. But you feel it from the core of your soul. So whenever someone says release the baggage, it is for the health of your body, mind, and soul. It's not for anybody else. It is for yourself, okay? So just be mindful of that. Now, we do have a Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about working really hard and reaping the rewards, okay? So Seven of Earth is about your hard work paying off, success being here, you being able to save money for a rainy day. But it has been a difficult journey, okay? So I do feel like you're acknowledging all of the hard work that you put into something and that you have won some things and you've lost some things along the way. But it has been worth it because look what else is coming on in. So Seven of Pentacles says, some things you may put a lot of your time, energy, and attention towards, and it may not have been worth it. I feel like you may have two streams of income here. There may have been something that you put all of your time into and you're like, man, what did I really get out of this? The Seven of Earth is about opening yourself up to a new strategy. You may be at a bit of a crossroads, having to make a decision about something. So you may be reflecting on your progress to date and asking yourself, is it worth the energy and time and care and everything that you put in there? Is it worth it? And if it's not, I feel like you're letting it go. You're chalking it down to a loss because it's not emotionally fulfilling. So some of you may go, you know what? I kind of enjoyed my job working at the bank. And you're like, but it's just not emotionally fulfilling me. So I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to open myself up to something more creative, or I'm going to start my own business, or, I feel like in order to gain something greater, you're having to let something else go. And it may feel a little bit sad, but it's a temporary sadness. And I feel like it's replaced with something much greater. The King of Pentacles is about the Midas touch. It is about lots of money coming on in. It is about making really good, solid decisions with your finances. And some of you are going to be stepping into a leadership role. Perhaps you'll be offered a creative sort of position where it brings in more money. It's like a promotion. There's new investment coming on in here. So lots of financial reward, but you worked hard for this. So I feel like you're manifesting more money into your world, and you're starting to have faith in the invisible, that it will show up and manifest in the realm of reality. Okay, so also I feel with that King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, if you're looking for a partnership, whether it's in business or in love, you're finding a solid one, someone who vibes on your wavelength. Okay, so very positive energy here. It's going to I'm going to pull a quick card on it, because it could be that some of you are wanting to save a relationship, and I feel like you can, but there's a lot of things to unpick, a lot of baggage to unpick, and a lot of deep emotions to process. It's going to be a difficult journey, but it can be rewarding. We've got an Ace of Cups here. Ace of Cups is about new love, about a proposal to invest in love, but it is also about possibilities being available to you. It's about you dreaming big and achieving whatever it is your heart tries to achieve. It is about allowing yourself to illuminate hope, even in the most difficult circumstances. Your cup is overflowing with an Ace of Cups. Okay, so some of you will find out you're pregnant in February. So if you are looking to get pregnant, this is a really good opportunity to conceive. But if you're not, I would say, take precautions, for example, because I feel like you're very fertile. You've got especially if you're feminine energy, you've got the Empress, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. All of that talks to fertility and having a child. So a new baby could be on the way. If you're pregnant already, I feel like, that it may have been a difficult pregnancy, and, you may have had a lot of nausea and things like that to have to contend with, but you will be moving out of that energy into a much more easier time with the pregnancy. Okay, I do feel like there's a lot of celebration, and that is celebration in terms of your finances, your career, but also in terms of love and loving yourself. So very positive February there. I would say I'd watch out for things that you feel you have to let go of, because sometimes we got to let go of the things that we don't want or that are holding us back in order to achieve something greater. Okay, sometimes we have to revisit the plan and recognize that we can tweak the plan and take a different route to what we truly want to achieve. It doesn't mean that we're giving up. It means we're finding an alternative route to get there. Okay, so but I feel like you're really empowered here. You're moving forward. There's a lot of success in your reading. We've got I Am Authentic. Beautiful card. Now, Saggies, the reading I did for you that got deleted, you actually got this card as well. But the other card you got with it, I feel was, I believe in divine timing. But you've also got I Am Ready. Okay, for this particular reading. So I am authentic. So you're a truth speaker, my beautiful Saggies, and you are always your wonderful authentic self. I feel like that is something that helps you stand out from the crowd in February. And I am ready. It's number 30 when you reduce it. That's the Empress card. 3 plus 0 is 3. So I feel like this is you ready to embrace abundance and ready to take a new start in some area of your life. And you got I am authentic. So it's number 37. When you reduce it, of course, 3 plus 7 is 10, which is the number of endings bringing new beginnings. It's also the number of the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like you're turning something around, but you're analyzing it first. You're thinking before you act, and then there is big movement forward. Okay, I'm going to get a final card for you before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, God Angels. We've got Snow Leopard, self-reliance. Okay, and it says here, you are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. So there is definitely going to be this wonderful sort of positive energy about you, but you are self-sufficient. Now, it's really strange. They don't normally want me to go a second time on this deck, but they are asking me to go again. They literally went, go again, go again, go again. So we're going to go again. Snow leopards, they really endure harsh circumstances. They're very self-reliant. They always find a way. And, you know, they're indicating that you're going to be very successful. But you may be coming back to your spiritual self. It says walk with your shamans, okay? So as I said, your 9th house of understanding life, spirituality, learning about yourself. Also dreams will bring lots of prophetic messages, all very important there with that full moon in Leo. And we got wolf, pathfinder. So this is about finding your way to your soul's desire, okay? It says here, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and helper of others to find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Okay, so you bring a lot to the table, my beautiful Sagittarians. Some of you will actually be stepping into an actual teacher sort of role, leading others. So you will be in a position of influence in some way that's very, very positive. But I also feel like you are going to find your true north. And I feel that it is going to be a very successful path that you will celebrate. Thank you so much for it, guys. Ooh, I'm loving this. Whenever I think of a trinket connected to Sagittarians, I always think of Pegasus. Always, always, always. Okay, so you just got Pegasus there. Now, Pegasus connects to the Ace of Swords, which is about destiny and fate and good karma coming your way, powerful transformations, but also triumphant successes, breakthroughs, seeing things with clarity, having new ideas, releasing any conflict. I mean, some of you may be going through some sort of procedure as well in February. If you've got one booked already, I feel like you will be healing, and I feel like you will be, some of you will be working from home because of it, of course, but I feel like you should be convalescing, most important, just to let you know. But if you have not got one booked, then procedure booked, then it's not for you. It's for someone who's already got a procedure booked, okay? A lot of healing going on here, and all will be well. You will be celebrating and be back in, you'll be back to normal life in no time is what they're giving me. They want me to put this on the Empress card. So it's about confidence brings elevation. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to do one more competition as I open it up for February. So if you'd like to be the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write this sentence in the comments box below. I am loved. My guides wanted you to be aware of that sentence and write it and believe it. It's very important, especially during this time. I am loved, okay? By not just by people in spirit and your guides, but those around you. Those around you, even though they are in awe or they sort of admire you, people tend to never really tell you that they admire each other, okay? I always say if someone's done something awesome and I'm like, wow, I think you're incredible, you know, sometimes we all just need to hear it. So Spirit are indicating that there are a lot of people who admire you at this time. And in February, I feel like you're going to be in the spotlight even more. So that sentence, put it in the comments box below and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February. And I'll announce the winner in a video upload. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Now, just before I go, all they said was Rock of Gibraltar. Rock of Gibraltar. Now, of course, that is a place. Rock of Gibraltar. So either you are from there or you're thinking about vacationing there or someone just gave you something from there. Rock of Gibraltar. I mean, Gibraltar's like a little island. Rock of Gibraltar. I'm going to have to look to see what spiritual meaning it may have. I mean, there may be a significant event that occurs there in February. I'll have to keep that in my diary and watch out for that. I'm not really sure how it resonates with your reading, so I'll have to look it up. So not unless you're looking, I mean, rock doesn't always mean a rock. It can be rock as like music from Gibraltar or Gibraltar rocks. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.